Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here today on MLB 20 The Show here on ESGNet LP, as we're back here for Road to the Show with Alex Humberto, episode number 11. And of course, last episode was not a good one for us at all, as we did lose 3 straight games to the Fisher Cats, which puts us in this position right now as the Fightin Phils are right there with us at 17-16 for the season. We're both 4 games back today, and of course today, the winner of this, well, will of course have second place by themselves and can now, fight against the Fisher Cats, who are playing some excellent baseball right now. As for Alex, well, there you see there, working on his durability, which is one of the key issues, the reason why wasn't able to play in that series there against the Fisher Cats. Not to mention, we were asked in that previous episode there at the beginning to play right field, and there's kind of a bit of a hex or a bit of a jinx. I don't know if it's on me. I know there's other Road to Show players that said the same thing, that when the coach asks you to change your position, play, instead of playing this position, play this other position, you kind of get buried or get ran over by a bus. I don't know what the pun you can use here, but yeah, you basically get screwed over, and that's what pretty much, I feel like that's what happened to Alex in this situation. As you see Francisco Morales there striking out there on that one, or excuse me, Morales strikes out Croc there on that one. So didn't do so well there in that series. As you see Austin here, he will go ahead and draw a walk as the catcher here for the Sea Dogs here moves up to to first base. We'll move to second. So now 2-1, 1 out, 2-2 count now for our next batter. And we'll I believe this is Downs here on this one, as he will swing and miss there, and he will have to go take a seat in there and grab some pine there in the dugout. But like I was saying, it was kind of weird that happened right after we were told to kind of switch positions, and really I don't want to see Alex there. I talked to him before this game here, and he said the same thing. He did not want to switch positions. His center field has been kind of a thing he's been playing growing up, and that's where he's kind of really homed his position. I mean, he's able to play all 3, the other 2 positions out in the outfield. But he feels like center field is his bread and butter, and he feels like that's the best way for him to kind of get noticed. Which there is a little bit of a log jam. Now, if they happen to ask us again to switch up the position to play right field, then I guess we could. I'm assuming that we maybe have another player on the field that wants to play and get some playing time, and I guess that he wants to get that playing time there at center field. But of course, we haven't played every single game this season so far, and I'm hoping that we can try to change that up here and get some more check time in the trainer's room and in the weight room, and get our numbers up and whatnot. Especially when it comes to durability, we want to be out there at least every single day to play. But we're down by 8 here against Reading. This one's going to fly out to left field, and that is going to be a simple fly ball out. And the first out here in the bottom of the 8th, as we are definitely struggling here in this one. 8-0, and Reading, as you can tell by the sound of the music there, takes the win, and they get a nice goose egg on us. 8-0 is your final score, as we go 1 for 4 in this series. Now, I didn't mention this in the in the previous episode, but we are on a hitting streak here. I think we got 20 plus hits so far this season. So far we're doing pretty well for ourselves here when it comes to a hitting streak here in AA, and I kind of don't like jinxing that kind of stuff. But nonetheless, there we do pick up another loss there. It puts us at 500 here at 17-17. And we now try to go for a win here. Try to get out of this rut that we're in. We're currently on a 4-game losing streak here, and we want to turn things around here against the Fightin Phils, as we did pretty well against them last time we played them. And with that being said, I am going to try to sim some games and try to move up some in the series here, as we have. I simmed quite a bit. I think I simmed like 6 or 7 games that you guys didn't get to see to get ordered, so we get to that fighting or that Fisher Cats game there, which we did pretty well in. We had a couple of home runs and drove some runs in there, but ever since that, I guess now here me off camera, I think I probably jinxed myself by doing that. But I kind of want to move along the series as quickly as I can. And plus, we're going to be playing a lot of these same teams over and over again here for at least another month before we start playing against other AA teams that are out there. So there you see a fly ball out to center field. No shot at getting on board there, as that's just a simple fly ball. Go to the 8th inning here, as we have 1 runner on board at third base, 2 outs. So we got a runner in scoring position here. All we need is just a simple base hit up the middle, and that can drive a run home, and that hopefully will start a rally for ourselves. That one's going to get hit there past the shortstop, so we get a runner scoring there. And hey, look, we completed a dynamic challenge there. Okay, it might be the second one out of 12 or 13 of them we've had so far here in this series. We'll see a fly ball out there going to drop in there in right field. That should be good enough there to drive in a run, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Is Alex going to come in for the run, and a nice way to tie this ball game up now 8 apiece, as that is an RBI double there for our boy there. But Alex will come, of course, score from first, and he hustles there. Now we go to the 10th inning here. It's still tied 2 apiece, with, of course, a runner on board, no runners on board, but 1 out. So we'll see what Alex can do here. Yeah, hopefully it's a base hit here to help us out. And oh, nice glove there from the first baseman, showing off the glove work over there. Might want to check his glove there, because he might have to restitch that there. That one just came off the bat quickly, and then just puts his hands out there to get it, and we get the win. We do come out of this one here in extra innings. We do win this one 4-2 with a nice victory here. I believe you see Whitty hit a 2-run shot there to get us the lead, and he's going to be named the player of the game. Yeah, he hit that home run there, and of course there's a 2 RBI home run to get the win. Of course, we should get we had something to do with that. We helped tie the game up from scoring from first off of that nice single that we got from one of our fellow teammates there. But gonna be a team player, not gonna but just point out the obvious here. Hey, Alex had something to do with that, because if we didn't tie it up, you wouldn't be able to hit that home run to win it. So there you see, here we are now 18-18 now for the season. Fighting Phils just 2 games above 500, as they're at 19-17. So we're going to try to see if we can pull them down here with a victory here today. Now, this is the 4th and final game, as we were unable, I believe we were able to win the day 3 game. So this is game number 4. And Alex gets a hold of this one here. Read that one right out of the hands of the pitcher, and clobbers that ball. That is his 12th home run for the season. Nice job there from Alex, hitting that solo shot. And that's going to help us get the lead here early in this one. As you see there, ball game now tied up 1-1. And the crowd here like what they see from this young man here, and we could be seeing a lot more of this in years to come here. Of course, he is kind of the, he's set up as the anomaly, the rare type of player that can do some a lot of crazy stuff. Ooh, nice job there, as he's able just to cream that one right out of the ballpark. Go now to the 6th inning here. We're trailing by 5. No runners on board, but there is 2 out. And we'll see a pitch here. That's going to drop there to shallow center field. And the center fielder gets there on time, who makes a nice catch. And that is going to, unfortunately, be the last out of the inning, switching up the side. 7-3 now here in the bottom of the 7th. So we're trailing by 5. And bases are empty here. Alex here looking for a pitch. He finds one, rips this one there to right field and gets him on board. And hopefully this is the start of a rally for us, as we're really trailing here in this one. And we really need to turn things around if we want to try to get this series tied up to a piece. As we'll see the pitch here, and oh, Abe looks like he cannot find anything there, and that is going to be a strikeout there from Kelly, as he does a great job getting Abe trying to go chasing after that one, and he does, and just can't square up on it. Whitty up to bat next here, and oh, Alex going to take off here. Can he still second base? He does, and he gets a stolen base there. Nice job there from Alex. He had a nice stolen base. I don't know how many stolen bases he has so far this season, but I know it's not many. So Kelly here now watching the Alex here, make sure he doesn't take off again. That one gets popped up there to the second baseman, who makes a nice snag and gets that one. Of course, Alex going to have to stay at second base on that play. So we tried our best there to try to move Alex over, but we'll see now. Taj here now tries to see what he can do, as the Sea Dogs here are trailing by 5 in this one. And we'll see the pitch here, and a swing and a miss there on him, as he's going to have to take a seat, and that retires the side. So we get left stranded there at second base, and we try to turn things around here now in the 9th, as we're still trailing by 5, 2 out. Nobody on, and a 1-0 count here from Alex. As Alex here looking for a pitch, and oh, Alex, what is, do not swing at that? Answer, ball game. That unfortunately is going to be it for that, for this ball game, but his hitting streak is still alive. I want to say it's somewhere around 25 games right now. I have to let you guys know coming up in episode 12 of where exactly we're at the hitting streak. But we do end up losing this game here. Final score 7-2, as the Fighting Phils now here, I think they might have possession. They might have possession of second place right now. As you see, 2 for 4 for Alex. That home run, he'll be his 12th of the season. Yeah, also RBI and a run scored. As you take a look here, our bench coach Donnie James talking to us, and he wants to have a chat. And it looks like he's letting us know about practice field here, that we can run some drills, and we can go there anytime. So yeah, yeah, we ended up losing 2 games, or actually no, 3 games in this series. We lose games 1, 3, and 4. We do win game 3 there, or excuse me, game 2 there, 4-2. But that game 3 that we didn't get a play in, we ended up losing 2-0. So, like I said, I don't know if we're getting benched because of simple fact because we said no, we don't want to change positions. But I'm hoping that this does not lead to us, getting kicked off the team or getting traded, because I don't want that to happen. Because this series is about him playing for the Boston Red Sox. But we've had funny things that have happened in Roto Show here. If you've been following my Roto Show characters, like I said, on the main channel, there over on ESGNet. But that is it for this episode. Coming up in the next episode, we're going to play that Trenton Thunder game. And then we might try to, depending on what that Trenton Thunder game is like, we may end up skipping that Hartford Goats game, because I'm kind of tired of seeing them. Even though we do need to get revenge on them from that previous series there. But we might skip that series, and we'll go to try to get to towards the end of the month there to kind of wrap up that episode number 12. So we'll kind of jump ahead in some areas there and try to finish off the month. But that is it for Road to the Show here with Alex Humberto. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and also hit up that bell for notifications so you guys can be notified of this series or anything else here on the channel, really. So you guys be the first to know. Also, don't forget to check us out on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Especially our Twitter and Discord. We got things going on right now over there, and that's the best way of getting the news of what's going on here on the channel and what's going on in the world of sports gaming in general. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Road to Show with Alex Humberto here on ESGNet LP. Also, check us out on Patreon, because we do have a Patreon page. It's a great way to, if you guys want to help support the channel in a financial way. And of course, all any money you guys give us, if you guys decide to want to do that way, go that way there. We'll go back into the channel to buy equipment and other things there to make a better production for both channels. So both ESGNet and ESGNet LP. But that's it for this episode. Again, stay safe, wear a mask, and as always, keep yourselves each other healthy. And I will see you guys next time.